Hello traders out there in Traderland, and welcome to the weekend edition. Good through Sunday, April 1st, 2012. My name is Des Woodruff, your future mentor, senior analyst, and founder and president of freetradingvideos.com Incorporated. And we just rounded out the best quarter that we've seen since 2009. Great quarter. And markets on Friday. In mix, we have those that would be leading the markets, normally NASDAQ and Russell's, in negative territory when the others in positive territory. And take a look here at the S&P Daily. The S&P Daily, we have I know there's a lot of lines here, but if you notice, all of them are converging onto each other, and those are called rising wedges. Rising wedges are more bearish than they are bullish, and we have a bearish divergence here on the MACD. Now we do have a nice bull pullback. We had a hammer at the EMAs, EMAs on the daily chart. We do have a higher high, higher low. We do have a confirmed bounce taking place, but the problem is we did make a higher high from this swing back here. We went higher, but we couldn't sustain that. We came right back down. So the problem is we didn't get to that resistance point. But let's say next week we can blast through. The big issue is 1416 area. Remember that number, 1416? Because if we do get there, we're going to have big resistance with the trend line coming higher and this area of resistance coming across. And if we do stall there and drop, you will have an M for murder, which is a double top trend reversal pattern, and things should start breaking down right after that. If we go higher, we need to bust through this 1416, that trend line, this trend line, and actually hit this upper trend line. If we do that, then things would be bullish. I do not see that happening because of the weekly chart. The weekly chart, we are overbought. We have gone up so far. I mean, last time we went up this far, we started breaking down and then finally fell apart. And we are due for that now. On the weekly, we do have a higher high, higher low, but we are so due for some sort of correction on a weekly basis. So meaning several weeks of correction taking place or a high base being made. On the monthly chart, symmetrical triangle breaking out. We're in this nice up leg, but we've gone up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months in a row where we had a very nice run. The question is, when will we want to start relaxing and pulling back? So might this keep going higher? The answer is yes. On the monthly chart, we can do that. We do not see any immediate danger. The big thing that happened though is this swing high, this 1400, we closed at 1408. That was huge for us to close there. So we still have hope on the bull side. All right, now let's take a look at the Dow. The Dow, we have a double top, but it's not technically a double top until we go below this low, meaning we need to get decisively below the 20-day moving average. So now we have an ascending triangle, which is more bullish than it is bearish on the daily chart. We did have a little pop here on Friday, but we have big resistance coming. If it does blast through this, we have a lot of open sky here. On the weekly chart, we're building a high base, and this high base can act bullish if we can continue to do that the next 2 weeks and give us something to launch from. That would be nice. And the monthly chart, we have support, and this support, and now we're just for the first time closing above that area of resistance, which is good. But look how extended we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months in a row to the upside, so it would not surprise me to see us want to roll over fairly soon. Now, the NASDAQ and Russell's, let's look at the NASDAQ first, can act as leading indicators, but if you notice here on the daily chart, we're not doing so well here. We're kind of pulling back. Instead of a bullish day, we had a bearish day on Friday. It gapped up, but then sold off, showing relative weakness. We have big bearish divergence on the MACD. Now, let's go to the weekly chart. Weekly chart, big run. Big run, but now we have a doji. Usually a doji at an extreme high, especially when we're overbought as far as the MACD is concerned. Look for a reversal. Now the number I want you to watch for is 3069. If we go lower than 3069, woe to the markets next week. On the monthly chart, everything looks honky-dory. Higher highs, higher lows. I mean, nice up leg, nice and healthy. No complaints here. Let's go to the Russells. Russell's daily actually looks the worst out of all of them. Have big rising wedge within a big rising wedge. We do have a pullback, we do have a hammer, we did bounce off the rising 20-day. Usually that would be good. The problem is we smashed a trend line and then came crashing down right after that. Support is resistance, 2 sessions in a row. Now, see what the weekly tells us. The weekly tells us that we have not been able to make any sizable run as in the last couple weeks at all. We're still below this 836 that we've been watching. We can't get above it. We need to get above that to stay bullish. But the problem is we've gone up several weeks here in a row. Now it's showing weakness. It looks like it's wanting to turn down. So we need to be watching the weekly very closely here. The monthly chart drop, nice run, several months in a row. We come up and we're stalled right here at this area of resistance. Resistance. We have a trend line here, but we're just poking our head over both of them, which is a good sign, but boy, it's so close that it could act either way. So the jury is out on this. I am in cash at this moment in all my positions because things, if they do get hairy, could happen very fast. So I don't want to be caught in that by any stretch of the imagination. And then let's go here to the banks. This is the monthly chart. The banks, we're at this major area of resistance here. That's precisely where we're at right now. And the 50-month moving average, gang, big time resistance here on the bank monthly chart. On the weekly chart, come up base, we pop through the 200-week moving average, but now we've stalled the last couple weeks, just going sideways, no follow through. And on the daily chart here, we have this kind of this high base, which could get bullish if the market's decided to break out higher. Let's take a look at gold. Gold, big falling wedge, boom, big run up, a bull pullback, a hammer, and we started to pop. The problem with this pop is we could not get over the falling 20-day moving average. It's been nice to get us past that, but it doesn't surprise me that we're bouncing. We could get more follow through to the upside, but we have a lot of moving averages that could and might act as resistance. Another trend line that I would not ignore would be that dude right there. So boy, that's going to be a tough area to get through, so be watching that. And I know a lot of you guys do watch the VIX. Let's bring the VIX in just to show you. We're at this low area. VIX right now at the close on Friday puts us at 15.5. So pretty low area as far as the VIX is concerned. Some of you guys are also looking at Apple. Let's pull Apple in here. Apple is pulling back after that doji, and let's pull in volume. Ooh, it's pulling back on increasing volume. I don't like that at all. The other thing I do not like here is this. You can see how on Apple resistance, we did not touch resistance. Do you see that? That's no good. It's pulling back on increased volume. Not good at all. Just pull in the MACD here, and the MACD has a nasty bearish divergence. Wow. Apple, gang, I'm telling you right now, even though I don't deem it as being overvalued, but we did close below $600. If we drop below this, Apple could actually be a short right now. So you're hearing it from me for the first time. It's the first time I've set my eyes on this. So you're hearing it right now. Apple right now could be a short, especially if we start breaking down below this lower trend line. So hey, plenty of free stuff on our website. Make sure you take advantage of it all. And then get away, elevate yourself, mature, quit thinking like amateurs, start thinking like professionals, and get the requisite trading information education that we deliver to you. There's nothing better out there. This is what you need. Get the stock picks each week from us, and if you are ready to get the next level for trading, you certainly need the 201 courses. They will help you. It will launch you into a whole new level of your trading, and you can start trading in the live markets with full confidence. And then for you guys that are wanting to really take trading to a whole new level, where you want it to be more of a business instead of a fun hobby, then you have mentoring. So anyway, we got a lot of things coming up, so stay tuned, take care, and share us with a friend. We enjoy you being a part of our ever-growing community here at Grok Trade.